And there's the starting lineups for the Banks Braves. And now we're going to get the national anthem here momentarily. So we're going to pause for that national anthem. Honoring America with the great freshman pipes of Jaden Trantham, freshman basketball player off the JV team for the Banks Braves. Of course, no JV game tonight, but the JVs, Trevor, did go undefeated this season, wrapped up a perfect undefeated season, so the future is bright, and just one loss for the Banks varsity team. 22-1 by Cordy Biddix. Rainier wearing their black road jerseys with green numerals and white trim. Banks in their home whites with Vegas gold numbers and letters and navy blue trim. Rainier will put the ball back in play to a Nayar that comes in. It's stolen away by Madison Walker. So a turnover off the first possession for Rainier. And here comes the Braves. They'll set up the offense with Haley Evans. Dribbles off to the right side now. Holds the ball up high, terminates the dribble. Gets it off to Madison Bigsby. Cross-court pass to Alex Saunders, way out high. She's going to drive inside the lane. Lost the ball in the key. It's picked up by Lily Dean. Turnover both sides on their first possessions. And here come the Columbians. Wrap-around dribble by Biddix, and the ball is poked away by Alex Saunders. Goes out of bounds, and possession will stay with Rainier. They'll put the ball in play in front of the Banks bench. Biddix has it right wing. Double team when she terminates the ball. Get the ball over to the left side. Back on top, and the ball loose for a second, and it's stolen away by Alex Saunders, and she's got a fast break opportunity and lays it up and in. That's too easy for Alex Saunders. And if Banks has that all night long, that's not going to be good news for Rainier. Another thing that's not good news for Rainier is Banks allowed that now allows, and now we get a dead ball. So now we got a turnover. So Banks is going to get the ball right. They're going to inbound the ball. Jocelyn Janicek, left corner three is no good. Rebound tipped around and stolen around by Alex Saunders. She lost it though. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Janicek. Needs help. Gets it to Bigsby, to Walker, to Evans. Going to drive inside. Finds Alex Saunders on the low block. She can't get the high percentage shot to go. And the rebound comes down to Rainier. But they lose the ball in backcourt with Biddix. She finally does find a teammate into the front court. It's Nicole Hudson. And she gets it off to Lily Dean. Or Biddix, rather. Cody Biddix. Ooh, finds the low post down low. Great find by Biddix as she saw Proposed Lily Dean coming through on the low block. Got off of the screen from, I think it was Alex Saunders that set the screen, but she got around the screen and going to have 2 free throw opportunities with 6:07 to go. First one, rip it off, no good for Lily Dean. Coastal Range League playoffs. This is the 2 seed versus the 5 seed. Second free throw is good. So Lily Dean 1 out of 2, and Rainier starting so much better this game. It's 2-1 with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Haley Evans calls out the play between the circles, gets it off in the right corner to Madison Bigsby, but boy, she put a lot of mustard under that ball, and it sails over the head of Madison Bigsby and out of bounds. Second turnover for the Braves here in the early going. With under 6 minutes to play, they lead at 2-1. Rainier has the ball in backcourt, trying to break that press, and they're going to do so with Nicole Hudson. But she lost the ball in backcourt as, guess who? I'll give you 2 guesses. Alex and Saunders knocks the ball out with those active hands in the passing lane. So Rainier has another opportunity. Biddix has it. Ball poked away by Haley Evans. Biddix gets it back. Now going to go to the right side. Tries to get around the screens, and yeah, she traveled with the basketball on the drive. Picked up the ball a little bit and kind of, I don't know if I'd really call that a travel as much as a carry, because she didn't really travel. She put the ball on the floor. It's more of a carry. Nonetheless, it's a turnover back to Banks. Saunders has it. Back to Bigsby, right wing, now going to dribble to the corner. Now turns up the dribble off to Saunders under the lane. Didn't have the easy lane. Off to Janicek. Over to Haley Evans. A three-pointer on the way is off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound, Bigsby. Madison going to drive inside. Makes a little move. Throws it up and in. Madison Bigsby scores. And it's 4-1 Banks with 5:08 to go in the opening quarter. Here's that full court pressure again, and it's stolen in backcourt by Jocelyn Janicek, and she gets the rebound, puts it back up, no good. 2 opportunities to score, and Banks comes away with nothing. Cordy Biddix has it in the backcourt for Rainier, dribbling against Madison Bigsby, who ran into the screen, and Biddix going to take it all the way high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Haley Evans. Here's a full court pass ahead of Alex Saunders, and she couldn't quite catch up to it. Tried to save it back in bounds, but saved it off of, well, good heads-up decision, saved it off of a Rainier player. So it's going to stay with Banks. Haley Evans will inbound to Madison Walker. A three-pointer on the way from the corner, and ring it up. Three-pointer for Madison Walker. It's 7-1 Banks. 4.5 to go. Here's a steal by Madison Walker. Shovels it off to Madison Bigsby from the right wing. Rainbow shot is in. And I think we need a timeout for Rainier, because that is an 8-0 run now by the Banks Lady Braves off of the 3 from Madison Bigsby, and another steal in backcourt off the press. Here's Haley Evans, lay it up, no good. Rebound to Cordy Biddix. Banks leading 10-1. And here's another steal by Madison Bigsby. She goes up, gets fouled, and I think we're going to get a timeout here real soon.
And that looked very close.
By Rainier, as this game is kind of getting out of hand now.
That looked very close to an intentional foul.
No, I wouldn't go that far. That was just a basketball play. There's no intentional foul there. 4:02 left to go. It's 10-1. 2 free throws at the line for Madison Bigsby. As it gets really quiet, and Madison puts it in. Madison with 9 points, and we do get a timeout with 11-1. A rare timeout in between free throws. It is a 30-second timeout called by Rainier, so we'll just hold it right here with 4:02 to go. And Banks right now on a 9-0 run, but there's one more free throw for Madison Bigsby, who I was just saying, that's her first free throw made. First free throw attempt for Banks. She swished it right through, so she's got 6 points to lead the Braves here in the early going. 3 for Madison Walker and 2 for Alex Saunders. 4:02 to go here in the opening quarter. It's 11-1. Started off pretty close there for a while, but Banks right now on a 9-0 run, trying to get it up to double digits as they'll get back on the court out of the timeout. Got one more free throw from Madison Bigsby. McKenna King has checked in during that timeout, as does Tyler Rose. So it'll be Tyler Rose and Haley Evans, Madison Bigsby, Madison Walker, and McKenna King. Second free throw on the way for Bigsby. It's in the air. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, fought for and won by Lily Dean. So 1 out of 2 for the Braves, and they still lead it by 10, still up on a 9-0 run. Rainier trying to get their first field goal. Goes up top. Now back over to Cordy Biddix, going down low for Lily Dean, and she is blocked, rejected by Madison Walker, but she also got a piece of the arm on the way down, so that's a foul. And Lily Dean back to the free throw line. First foul on Madison Walker, second team on the Braves with 3:43 to go in the opening quarter. First free throw for Lily Dean is good, and that's 2 straight free throws for Lily Dean. So 2 points for Rainier, but they've all come from the free throw line. Second free throw on the way, it's good. Hits every part of the rim. 3 straight free throws for Lily Dean, and the lead is back to 8, 11-3, but 3:38 to go, and Rainier has still yet to score a field goal. Ball goes inside to Madison Walker. She gets it out to Madison Bigsby at the elbow. Now she terminates her dribble, needs help, finds Haley Evans inside to Madison Walker. Turn around against the defense. Nice little crossover and score it for Madison Walker, who now has 5 points in the lead up to 10. And here's a steal in backcourt by Haley Evans. Tried to scoop to the hoop and had it knocked out of bounds, and Coach Nick Rizzo is up lobbying for the foul. He thought that she got hacked on the arm, but he's not going to win that argument. In fact, the officials are waving him off, saying, "No, coach, no go." So Banks will just try to get it back on the full court press like they have, but this time Rainier beats the press. They go down low, and we've got a foul called against Tyler Rose. Hand checking foul. That's her first foul. Third team foul on the Braves with 3:06 to go in the opening quarter. Putting the ball in play is Lacey McKinson. Ball is stolen away. She tried to get it into Lily Dean, and Madison Walker took it away. Here come the Braves. Madison Bigsby, right side, going to drive all the way to the hoop. That's McKenna King who lays it up and in. McKenna King scores the first 2 points off the bench, and the lead is up to a dozen. We got a foul called in backcourt. It's going to go against Tyler Rose, her second foul, very quickly, and she's going to come out. Jocelyn Janisic back in. Jordan Maller also into the game. Alex Saunders coming back into the game for the Braves. Looks like she's in for Haley Evans. Madison Bigsby, Alex Saunders, Jordan Maller, Jocelyn Janisic, and McKenna King. That's the 5 on the floor for Banks. Lacey McKinson has it, pulls up 19-footer, rejected by Jordan Maller. Get that weak sauce out of here. Lacey McKinson, I was about ready to say, she came off the bench last time, led Rainier in scoring. If it wasn't for her, they might have only scored 10 points in that game. 2:42 to go, another rejection out of bounds. Rainier having all kinds of problems putting it in there, but they've got their shortest player trying to put it in against some tall players. Biddix has it, trying to go inside. It's stolen away by Madison Bigsby. Jordan Maller controls, and here come the Braves. Jordan gets it ahead to Bigsby, right wing. Has the ball fake, goes inside, now back out to Maller for a 19-footer. It's no good. Rebound, McKenna King tries to go down low for Jocelyn Janisic, and we've got a held ball in the lane. And alternating possession arrow stays with Banks. 2:21 to go in the opening quarter. Banks 15, Rainier 3. All 3 of those points coming from the free throw line, courtesy of Lily Dean. Jocelyn Janisic, straightaway 3 ball. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound coming down to Bigsby in the corner. Off to Janisic, inside for Alex Saunders. Out to Maller, over to Bigsby. Right corner 3 is on the way. Rim it off, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, tipped out by McKenna King. And we've got a foul on the loose ball. Both players going for the ball. They're going to get McKenna with the foul. Or I think they just said out of bounds. She just knocked that out of bounds last touch. That's a good call. Haley Evans back in the lineup, replacing Madison Bigsby. Madison will have a well-deserved rest for these last 2 minutes of the quarter. McKinson gets it in for Rainier. Another player sliding on the court. That time I actually saw her feet slide. This court, all season long, has been very slick for some reason. Whatever reason. It's like, do they not sweep it enough? I mean, I've noticed the carpets coming into this school. It's the only school I've ever seen that has such dirty carpets. I'm like, is there no janitor here? Lily Dean wins the ball underneath the lane. So I'm wondering if they actually sweep it often enough or clean the floor often enough. It is a smaller school. It is a 4A school. I mean, I'm used to like 6A schools where they clean the carpet every night. And I'm like, I come in and I see that carpet. I'm like, that's disgusting.
They do have janitors, but
anyways, I digress. Back to the action. The point is that the floor is very slick. Ball goes inside, up, and around, and there's the first field goal with 1:31 of the game, and it's scored by Nayara Jimenez inside. It's 15-5. Banks coming back the other way. Jocelyn fakes the three, goes inside for the drive, and that's a good idea because she gets fouled on her way to the basket, and Jocelyn will go to the free throw line. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter with $1:19 to go in the opening quarter. Banks leading by 10. They've led by as many as 12. Madison Walker is going to check in at the next dead ball. That'll be in between free throws here. First free throw on the way for Jocelyn. It's in the air. It's in the bucket. It's good. Nothing but twine. And Jocelyn gets her first point of the night. 16-5. McKenna King, Jordan Maller coming off for Madison Walker. Second free throw also good for Jocelyn. 2 out of 2 from the line. 17-5. Full court pressure defense on again. Ball swiped away by Alex Saunders, knocked out of bounds. And so Rainier will try to put the ball back in play again. Lacey McKenson will inbound. She's at 5'1" and inbounding the ball for Rainier. Gets it in this time cleanly to her teammate. Still in backcourt. And the ball is stolen away in backcourt by Emily Graham. She's the other person that checked in for the Braves. Emily Graham, basically at this point now a sophomore. Once you get to this point, you're no longer a freshman. Nice pass inside for Alex Saunders, and she puts it up and in and scores off glass. 19-5, ball tipped out of bounds by Alex Saunders, using those long arms and those quick hands to get in the passing lane, knock it out of bounds. Yeah, at this point of the year, even though you're still in ninth grade, basketball-wise, you've got your legs under your experience now. Alex tried to tie up the ball handler, so does Haley. They're just all over Nayara Jimenez. Knocked the ball out of bounds again. Lacey McKenson will inbound it, gets it into Biddix. Back to tried to go back to McKenson, and she tips it in right to Lily Langhorn. And she tries to go down low, and the ball is out of bounds again. Another turnover for Rainier. Just no really set offense. Very sloppy, but it really... that's credit Banks because they haven't allowed Rainier a chance to even set up their offense. Madison Walker has it left wing. On top to Alex Saunders. Back to Madison Walker at the free throw line. Kick it out to Emily Graham. Ooh, I think she got away with the travel. Off to Evans. Over to Janicek. Inside for Saunders. On the low block. Left block. Off to Haley Evans up top. Going to drive inside. Jump stop. In the lane. Scores it. Haley Evans with her first 2. 21-5, 5 seconds to go. Ball's in backcourt. McKenson has it. Puts up a almost half-court shot and almost got that to go down as he hit it off the front of the iron and the backboard, but no dice. Into the first quarter, our score, it's Banks 21, Rainier 5. They have 3 free throws and 1 field goal. That's it, 16-point lead for the Braves at the end of the first quarter. We're going to break away. We'll be back after this from... You're listening to Banks Braves Basketball, built by Jason Baramonoli. Back after this from Sarah Hesselman.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since...
Back at Banks High School, it is Coastal Range League playoffs here on this Monday night, February the 13th. We'll take Valentine's Day off tomorrow and then be back out here. Looks like the Braves are going to continue, so they will host on Wednesday night. They'll take it on the winner of Riverdale or Neocani, likely to be Riverdale, but you never know. It's league playoffs. Anything can happen. Here we go. Second 8 minutes is underway. Banks will have the ball. They are going right to left as we view things. Alex Saunders puts up a long shot. Might have been a backdoor lob pass, or it did hit rim, so it's probably a three. Banks has been taking threes more often now, so it's probably more of a three-point shot. McKinson has it back the other way for Rainier, and she pulls the ball back, and that's a mistake against Alex Saunders. Here's a turnover. Jocelyn Janasek has a free land to the basket, and she scores. Jocelyn Janasek with her first 2 points, her first field goal of the night. It's 23-5. Good to see JJ getting out there on the break. Here's another loose ball for Rainier. It's picked up. They have it in backcourt. Saunders all over Biddix. She gets over to McKinson for a three, right wing, short. Rebound to Madison Bigsby, and gets it over to the outlet, Haley Evans. Here come the Braves on the fly. Off to Jocelyn Janasek, left side. Bounce pass it inside for Saunders. Nice pass, nice basket by Alex Saunders. Inside, it's 25-5. Here's a steal in backcourt by Janasek. Bigsby, top of the key three. It's no good. Rebound ripped down by Rainier, and Madison Walker gets her mitts in there to tie her up. But we're going to get a foul called. A loose ball foul on the arm, a hacking foul. They get Janasek. Her first foul. I didn't see that. But second team foul against Banks. With 6:50 to go in the second quarter. Banks up by 20. 25-5. That is now their largest lead of the game. Biddix terminates the dribble. Gets it over to Hudson. Or Jimenez, rather, in the right corner. Jimenez drives inside, pulls up a little 12-footer. It's no good. Ball comes right down to Jocelyn Janasek. And here come the Braves. Jocelyn whips a pass ahead to Madison Bigsby. Gets it out to Madison Walker. Right wing three. Splash. Splish splash. Second three for Madison Walker. She's got 8 points, and it's 28-5. And Rainier's coach just looks beside herself right now. She cannot figure it out. Here's another steal by Jocelyn Janasek. Gets it ahead to Haley Evans and doesn't have the numbers, so she wisely brings it out, sets up the offense. Off to Janasek, right side, going to drive to the basket. Lays it up, score it! Hoop, hard, free throws coming up for Jocelyn Janasek. 6 points for Jocelyn. It's 30-5. They haven't scored the bucket yet, but they should. Because, yeah, they're finally, the clock was just clock operator Wyman Smith, a little slow on the gun over there. 30-5, chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And she does. Jocelyn 3 out of 3 from the line. She's got 5 points in the quarter, 7 in the game. 31-5 Banks. They are on a 10-0 run here in the second quarter. Led 21-5 after the first. McKinson working against Bigsby. Madison is not letting her out of her sight. Haley Evans picks her up off the screen. Now McKinson gets loose, throws it up, no good. Rebound Lily Dean, and she is fouled from behind. The ball is going to be inbounded from the baseline. There's foul on the floor. Jocelyn Janasek is charged with a foul. Third team foul against Banks. Second team foul on Jocelyn. She'll come out. Tyler Rose comes in. Tyler Rose has been sitting for a long time because she picked up 2 quick fouls in the first. Here's Lily Dean has it poked away by Madison. Rainier gets it back. Inside that goes down to Lily Van Horn, and the ball goes tipped out of bounds by Madison Walker. So Banks will inbound the ball, Rainier still has possession of the ball. They will inbound. Lacey McKinson will do so for Rainier. Gets it high into Biddix, back to McKinson, back to Biddix. On top it goes to Jimenez. She throws it away right to Madison Walker. Here come the Braves with Haley Evans leading the fly. Ahead to Alex Saunders underneath the basket and score it. Alex Saunders with 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 8 in the game, 33-5. Banks leads by 28 with coming up on 5 minutes to go in the half. McKinson has it back the other way, holds the ball high overhead, tries to go inside. It's knocked away by Madison Walker, controlled by Saunders. Here come the Braves, 4 on 2. Saunders tries to go inside, kicks out to Tyler Rose. Haley Evans takes a right wing 3. It's off, no good. Rebound, Tyler Rose goes up, she's fouled. Tyler Rose is going to have some free throws here, going to get some charity for her efforts as she got absolutely mugged. Tyler is at 5'3", and pretty sure the player against her is 5'8", so she was under the trees that time. First free throw for Tyler. He's around and down, right through, around and down. It went right through. Nothing but twine for Tyler Rose. She's checked in the books. It's now the 7th Brave to score in this game. It's 34-5, under 5 minutes to go in the half. Second free throw, right through. 2 out of 2 for Tyler Rose, and the lead is up to 30, 35-5. Means a running clock coming in the fourth quarter, but stays this way. Ball goes inside. It's stolen away. Another bad pass by Rainier. Stolen away by Alex Saunders. We got a foul in backcourt against Madison Bigsby. The foul was on Lacey McKenson. Bigsby was the ball handler. That's what I meant by against Madison Bigsby. She had the ball, and she got fouled. McKenna King inbounds it in backcourt. It was a non-shooting foul. Haley Evans bringing it up, walking it up this time. It's like a little 2-3 zone for Rainier. Bigsby has it left wing, puts the ball on the court, now going to drive inside, jump stop, off to Brooklyn Robinson from the corner and hits the three. The freshman, Brooklyn Robinson, make it 8 players that have now scored for the Braves in this game. 38-5. That is depth for you right there. Biddix has it, terminates her dribble, hounded by Bigsby, ball swatted up in the air by Evans and controlled by Rose, and she gives it right back to McKinson, puts it up off glass, no good. Rebound coming down to Brooklyn Robinson. Here come the Braves. Haley Evans, full head of steam up to Madison Bigsby. Right corner three is no good. Rebound Tyler Rose, perfect position, puts it back up and in. Tyler scores her first field goal, and it's 40-5 with 3:40 to go in the first half. Tyler Rose, beautiful position for that rebound. McKinson has it across the line. Off to Biddix, pulls up at the top of the key three, no good. Rebound, happy birthday, comes right down the hands of her teammate, but no good. Rebound to the Braves. Here comes Madison Bigsby on the fly, all the way, going to the hoop and scored off glass. Madison Bigsby will not be denied. Timeout. Nope, it's a substitute. Yeah, it's a timeout. A 30-second timeout called by Rainier. I think that's a little bit too late. that timeout.
By us.
Okay, timeout called by Nick Rizzo. This is just, I think this is a substitution just to get a substitution timeout, just to get players into the game. Not really a strategy, just kind of a little pep talk, but just to get some new players into the game. 3:16 to go in the second quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. So we'll hold it right here as the Braves have scored. They've actually doubled their total in this game. They scored 21-5 in the first quarter. They've scored 21 points in the second quarter, and they are shutting out Rainier in the second quarter. 21-5 in the first, 21-0 in the second. Just total dominance, Trevor. They're getting ready for postseason.
Yeah, and everything Rainier's thrown up, it looks like garbage. And I hate to say it, but Rainier almost, at this point, looks like a JV team playing a varsity team almost.
Well, they've been like a JV team all year. I mean, look at their roster. They're a bunch of freshmen and sophomores, and a lot of teams are that way in the Coastal Range League. We got a foul called on the drive. Lacey McKinson was driving to the hoop, and they get Jordan Maller for the foul. That's the 7th team foul against Banks. So that is going to put Banks back Rainier back at the free throw line. It's Cordy Biddix. Yet to score. She's now scored. Cordy Biddix puts it in. Rainier has hit 4 straight free throws. 3 by Lily Dean and now 1 by Cordy Biddix. Second free throw. Rim it off. No good. So Rainier now 4 out of 6 from the free throw line. 42-6. 4 of those 6 points have come from the free throw line. And that 1 point, finally, they break the shutout here in the second quarter with coming up on 3 minutes to go before halftime. Ball went out of bounds. So here is McKinson, a 3 right wing. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Maller picks it up, and here come the Braves, controlled by King. Gets it off to She ran into a stone wall, gets her balance, and puts it up and scores. Wow, that is now the 9th player to score for the Braves here in the first half. Here's a 3-pointer on the way for Biddix. It's short, well short. Rebound picked up by Crowd. Here come the Braves, 3-on-1. She gets it ahead to Tyler Rose, who wasn't quite ready for that ball, but also that was not against Tyler Rose because that was a bad pass Maylis Crowell that time on the run, threw it right at the feet of Tyler Rose, and there's no way Tyler's going to pick that ball up with their feet. I've yet to see a player pick the ball up with their feet. Not even LeBron James can do that, who's actually playing in Portland tonight. Ball goes underneath for Courtney Biddix, but she can't catch up to it. 2:22 to go before halftime. Banks 44, Rainier 6. Jay Janasek now controlling things for the Braves, the freshman point guard. Off to Maylis Crowell, over to Janasek, left corner. And they say she traveled with a basketball in the corner. Picked up her pivot foot, evidently, and that's a turnover. Very few turnovers here. I think maybe the third turnover for the Braves in this game. Rainier, forget it. It's off the page. Don't have an official number, but it's easily, I don't have enough fingers to count that. They have the ball in back court, and Courtney Biddix kind of out of control, knocked down Maylis Crowell. They're going to get Maylis with the foul, or Jordan Mallard. Yeah, Maylis with the foul. I don't know. You could give that one to Courtney Biddix, because usually when the offensive player is so out of control like that, it becomes a player control foul. That is the very definition. 8th team foul on the Braves, but it doesn't hurt them because Rainier can't make the free throw. Back the other way we come. Shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Columbians. Courtney Biddix brings it up. 1:38 and counting to go before halftime. It's 44-6 Banks. Biddix pulls up. Ooh, that was an ugly looking pass to Lacey McKenson. Gets it back to Biddix. Dribbles to the right side. Now terminates her dribble. Gets it off to her teammate. They've gone to the bench now. Nicole Hudson trying to drive around the right side, and she is knocked down to the floor.
It's a bailout foul.
A foul by, they're going to get Jade, I believe, or it was, yeah, Jade Janasek, her first foul. 9th team foul called on the Braves, just 5 on Rainier. Well, I'll tell you what, if this was the boys' team, Patrick Marlia would probably get a technical foul by now, talking about the foul disparity. He doesn't like foul disparities. I've picked that up very clearly. Free throw is no good again. Here come the Lady Braves the other way. Crowell has it, left wing. Maylis Crowell tries to go inside. I don't know what she was doing there, but lost the ball, and it's a turnover back to Rainier. Under a minute to go. Stuck on 44-6. Here's a three-pointer put up short. Rebound by McKenna King. Jay Janasek, long court pass to the front court to Emily Graham. She lost the ball, tried to make a nice little spin inside and lost the ball. But here's Jay Janasek stealing the ball back the other way, off to Brooklyn Robinson. To Crowell, back to Robinson, inside to King. King lost the ball, gets it back, trying to get it to somebody, and we're going to get a palm ball inside, and that's going to be a turnover. We got her for palming the ball. That's what that...
That's called a ball.
That's a new one, but that's what that is. It's a palming the ball. So Rainier has the ball. Biddix has it. She terminates the dribble. Needs help. Ball stolen away by Jade Janasek. Now she needs help. Finds it with Crowell. Now off to McKenna King, who takes it all the way in and scores. McKenna King in the books again. 4 points for her. It's 46-6. This now the Braves' largest lead of the season. And here a ball up Biddix's hands, out of bounds to the Lady Braves with 6.2 seconds to go before halftime. Rainier down by 40, and now they're going to bring the full court pressure. Okay, here we go. Jade Janasek gets it ahead to Maylis Crowell with 2.3. Takes up a three. It's no good. Rebound thrown up by Emily Graham. Tried to fist it and didn't get it to go down, but hey, you can live with it. 25-1 in the second quarter. 25-1. That's what the Braves outscore Rainier at. Halftime here at Banks High School. Banks is on there. Right now they are on pace to score 90 points in this game. We'll see if that can happen. They have 46 at halftime. Our score, the Banks Lady Braves 46, the Rainier Columbians 6. Yes, you heard that right. Don't adjust your set. It's 46-6. And we're going to do a little business with you. You're listening to Banks Lady Braves basketball, built by Jason Bonner Modeling.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
Do you or someone you know own a business? As a local business ourselves, we know how important daily operations are, which is why we offer small dollar business loans for equipment, building upgrades, machinery, and more. The credit union even provides employee benefits for business members. Learn more at wanafcu.org or ask to speak with a commercial team member today. Again, to learn more, visit wanafcu.org.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Halftime at Banks High School. It's a Class 3A Coastal Range League playoff game, 1 of 2 tonight. This is the number 2 versus number 5, or technically speaking, Trevor, number 1 versus number 5. And if you really want to get technical, looking at, I guess at this point, looking at the rankings, it's the number 1 ranked team in the state playing the number 28 team in the state, and the scoreboard indicates that.
Yeah, Rainier right now they played tough the first couple minutes and did a fairly decent job defensively to start the game, but just having problems connecting on field goals, and they're really aggressive, have 4 free throws in the first half, but not really able to do anything else offensively outside of the free throw line, and they easily have probably 4 times as many turnovers as they do points here in the first half.
Well, looking at the looking ahead to what might be out there, there are going to be some games for the Lady Braves where they will actually have some tough games. One of them could come Friday night when they would, if they are to win, well, it looks like they're on their way to winning tonight, and if they are to win on Wednesday night, they would advance to, quote-unquote, the league championship. Although it's the league playoffs, it's think about this today, I think it's just kind of like for kicks. It's nice, it's basically for teams like, Neocani, they're going to likely get in, but it's really teams like Neocani and Rainier who aren't really set in a position to get an AQ to kind of have a chance to work their way into an AQ. That's really what league playoffs are all about. But as long as the top 3 teams win, and as long as like Riverdale wins and Banks wins tonight, then it really makes the league playoffs absolutely pointless, because then you get a situation where, okay, well, Corbett's there for Friday, whoever wins on Wednesday, and if it's Riverdale here at Banks, it's like it wasn't necessary. But, then again, though, if you didn't play this week, so if you look at it, there's another way you can look at it, as I'm just like thinking about it now, is if you didn't play this, then these teams actually wouldn't play at all until next week because the state playoffs don't start until next week. So you'd actually have a week where you didn't play, which some coaches would value that, but some coaches would say it's better to play, if you can, play a couple of games in the next week. So that might be really what it's all about, is to keep them fresh, because there are some leagues in the 3A ranks that are still playing right now, like the Lewis and Clark League is still finishing up league play.
Yeah, one other thing, too, about the league title game. We found out earlier tonight it's actually going to be held at Rainier. We thought leading up to this week that there was a good likelihood it was going to get played at Oregon Episcopal School, which would have been a much better location for us, but game times are going to be 5 o'clock for the girls' championship game and 7 o'clock for the boys' championship game. We already know Banks is going to be there for boys by virtue of winning the league and going undefeated 12-0, but we're going to do our best to be there Friday night, starting with the girls' game at 5 o'clock, but might be a little bit of an issue for us with an early start on the girls' side. Banks likely, Corbett we know will be there for sure, but Banks with a win Wednesday night will be there also.
We will be here on Wednesday night for sure. We know that. We can tell you, and that will likely be at 6 o'clock again. We haven't heard a time for that game, but I mean, if this one's at 6, Wednesday night will likely probably be at 6 as well.
And going back to the boys' playoff side, Corbett, this is how down the Coastal Range League boys is this year, probably the worst in the league for 3A. Corbett went winless through their non-conference schedule, won 4 or 5 games in league, and still advanced to the league playoff as the 5 seed there at Riverdale tonight. The other boys' playoff game has Yamhill Carlton and Neocani playing, and no team from the league on the boys' side is going to get in as an at-large. So on the boys' side, you have to get to the top 3 to get to the state playoffs regardless, where on the girls' side, Banks and Neocani can lose and still get in based on the automatic qualifier.
About 2 minutes before the second half, let's go ahead and take another break to kind of get you caught up, as we didn't have a lot of timeouts in the first half. Our score here at halftime, it's the Banks Lady Braves 46, Rainier Columbians 6. This is Banks basketball, built by Jason Bonner Modeling.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
"40 seconds still. They're going to let the clock run all the way down to 0 as we get set for the second half. Looks like the same starting 5 out there for the Rainier Columbians. It'll be Lily Dean, Cordy Biddix, Lily Langhorn, Nicole Hudson, and Nyara Jimenez. Just 1 field goal in the first half for Rainier. It was scored by Nyara Jimenez. 46-6. 21-5 in the first half, 25-1 in the second half by Banks. Lady Braves will have their starting 5 out there as well. They're going left to right, and they have the ball first. Bigsby has it. Cross court now to Haley Evans. Right wing 3 is off, and the rebound coming down to Lacey McKinson. Here come the Columbians back the other way. She tried to go behind her back and lost it. Gets it off to Biddix. She pulls up a little runner, goes up over. She shot-putted the ball up and over the backboard. That we are coming up on track season, Trevor, and that looked like a shot put. And, wow, they're going to give her free throws on that. They say she got fouled, and they're going to give her free throws off of a shot put attempt. And, Coach Nick Rizzo not really too pleased. He's not like debating it. He's just like, he's not happy.
I think that was a bailout foul just because the shot was so ugly.
Foul was on Madison Walker, her second. The first free throw was no good, but the second free throw by Biddix is good. That's just her second point of the night. 46-7, and hey, Rainier has outscored Banks 1-0 in the second half. So right now, it's 1-0 Rainier in the third quarter. The lead is only 39, down at 39. You only got 39 more points to get to come back. Biddix has it on the right wing, way out high. And trying to go inside for McKinson, but it's stolen away by Bigsby. Coming back the other way. Kick it out to Haley Evans for a three. Rim it off, no good. Rebound, Bigsby kicks it back out. Haley Evans picks it up. Nice shovel pass to Alex Saunders, and she scores it off glass. And the Lady Braves back in front, 2-1 in the second half off the inside shot by Alex Saunders, her 10th point of the game. Back the other way, ball stolen away by Madison Walker. Off to the outlet, Haley Evans. Ahead to Janicek, ahead to Saunders. Off the glass and in. Alex Saunders now with 4 points in every quarter to this point. She's got 12, and the Lady Braves have 50. 50-7. Can they get 60 points before Rainier gets 10? Do I hear it once? Do I hear it twice? 6:28 to go in the third quarter. 50-7. Lady Braves all over Rainier. Rainier looks like they're just ready to get ready for softball. Maybe they are getting ready for track. Here's a double dribble, obvious. A delayed call by the official. I don't know what it took him so long to call there, but everybody in the gym saw that. But, yeah, there's the double dribble. And it's a turnover to the Lady Braves. They'll put the ball in play. Jocelyn Janicek going to bring it up, walk it up across the timeline, across the Arrowhead logo at center court. Up to Bigsby, left wing, holds the ball high overhead, now puts the ball on the floor, stops, up to Saunders, over to Haley Evans, over to Jocelyn Janicek. Right corner three is true. First triple of the game for Jocelyn Janicek. She's got 10 in the game, had 7 at halftime. 53-7. It would come back the other way. Nicole Hudson gives it off to Biddix. Biddix going to put them on the floor to the left side. Has the ball tipped up by Janicek. Off to McKinson, and she hits a three. Lacey McKinson with her first points of the night. First triple of the night for Rainier. It's 53-10. Ball goes inside for Madison Walker, and she lost it off of her hands out of bounds. Leading scorers of the game at halftime, 8 points apiece for Alex Saunders, Madison and Madison. Bigsby and Walker, 8 points each to lead. And now, right now, 12 points for Alex Saunders, 4 here in the quarter. 3 points in the quarter by Jocelyn Janicek, and she has 10. I think that's Jocelyn's first, at least the first game we've done, that she's been in double figures. Ball knocked out of bounds by Madison Bigsby. Lacey McKinson will put the ball back in play for Rainier. Gets it in, and Nicole Hudson up top. And ball tipped by Haley Evans, tipped out of bounds. Rainier will keep the possession. Rainier just, it's a good job of defense by the Braves, because Rainier just not really interested in taking care of the basketball. Lily Dean has it off to McKinson, the left wing three. Rim it off, no good. Long carom comes down the corner, saved by the Rainiers, and now the ball goes out of bounds off of Madison Bigsby, tipped it away from McKinson. Cordy Biddix getting set to check back in. Ball almost thrown away by Madison Bigsby. And they're calling a foul on Bigsby, reaching in. Saying with the body, but that looked more like a reach in to me than a body. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter. Banks 53, Rainier 10. Situation not in doubt. Hasn't been in doubt for a while. Ball tipped out of bounds again by those long arms of Haley Evans this time. Knocking out of bounds. McKinson gets it in to Biddix this time, but she is hounded by Janasek and Saunders, and they're going to call Janasek with a foul. A reach. Third team foul on Jocelyn. Third foul on Jocelyn, third team foul on the Braves. None on Rainier. Biddix has it poked away from behind, lost it out of bounds, and they're going to give the ball to Banks. Even though it looked like that ball was easily last touched by Haley Evans, but when you're up 53-10, those are the kind of breaks that go your way. Everything goes your way. Hopefully Wednesday night's game will be a little bit better because the Braves going in to the state playoffs really need a game that's a tight game. Tyler Rose has it in the corner. Gets it to Emily Graham, right wing, with the ball. Now off to McKenna King. Over to Emily Graham. Throws it up inside. Score it. Emily Graham again. Another 2 points for her. Actually, that's her first 2 of the game. So now 10 Braves have scored. Biddix going right side. Inside, stolen away by Tyler Rose. She's going to leave for Brooklyn Robinson. Gets it off to Jordan Maller. Over to Madison, no, as Emily Graham, her shot was no good in the lane. Here comes McKenson running the other way, but McKenna King picks her up, and she goes up, no good. Rebound tipped around, ball loose on the floor. Trying to come up with it was Emily Graham diving on the floor, but Rainier gets it. Here's another near steal by Jordan Maller. McKenson throws it up, an ugly shot in the lane is no good. Rebound, long rebound, won by McKenna King. Up to Brooklyn Robinson, and leaves for Jordan Maller to bring it up with 3:33 to go in the third quarter. Jordan calls out the play. Ball goes inside for Brooklyn Robinson. Lost it, tried to save it. Gets it in off of a Rainier Columbian, but then saved by Lily Dean. And we've got a what? Well, it's going to be Banks' ball. Looks like it goes out of bounds off of Rainier. Banks has dropped a double nickel on the Columbians. 55-10. Jordan Maller gets it into Emily Graham. Going to drive baseline, throw it up, score it. Emily Graham, her 4th point here in the quarter. 4 points in the game, 57-10. 3:13 to go in the third. Biddix going to drive right side, has the ball poked away, gets it back, throws it up from long range, no good. Gets along Karam, gets it off to Lily Dean out high. Very razzled inside for Lily Dean, and she's rejected by McKenna King. And they're going to get McKenna King on a foul. Looked good on top. I don't know, maybe a bump on the bottom, but looked like a pretty good block. And now we got, looks like Jordan Maller got poked in the eye. She's going to come out. Jade Janasek going to check back in. For the Braves, under 3 minutes to go, and timeout or foul called. So Lily Dean back to the line. She hasn't been there since the first quarter. Not rusty at all. She's hit 4 straight free throws now, or 4 straight free throw. She's 4 out of 5. 4 points in the game, all from the free throw line. No field goals for their tallest player. She's at 5'11". She's the only one taller than 5'8". Second free throw is good. She's had some looks underneath, but she's had to contend with Madison Walker and Alex Saunders, who are also 5'11". Lily Dean going to have a seat after giving 12 points to the Columbians. With under 3 minutes to go, Jay Janasek gets it off to Graham. Cross court to Rose. Trying to go inside to Jade on the corner outside. And she got it back to Rose, and then she got fouled. Or looked like a foul, but is knocked out of bounds. Banks still has it. Emily Graham working at the free throw line. Pulls up off to Jade Janasek, way out high by the circles. Off to Emily Graham, left wing. Almost lost the ball. Gets it back. Over to Tyler Rose, right side. In the corner to Jade Janasek. Goes inside for McKenna King. Takes a dribble, no good. Rebound. Another opportunity for the Braves. Emily Graham out to Tyler Rose. A right corner, left corner three is no good. Rebound, Cordy Biddix. Here comes Rainier with McKinson. Carried the ball, no call. Gets it off to Biddix. Working against Jade Janasek. and Jade almost picked her pocket, but lost it out of bounds. Couldn't quite contain the steal. Mayless Crowell checks into the lineup for the Braves, replacing Tyler Rose. Gets a well-deserved round of applause. 2:07 to go third quarter. It's 57-12. Braves comfortably in front. Biddick's going to drive left side, going to go all the way inside. Picked up her pivot foot. No call. Rebound loose on the floor. Comes down to Emily Graham. And we got a loose ball foul on, I think, McKinson. Yep, McKinson got her hand in there trying to go for the steal or the loose ball. Second foul on McKinson. First team foul of the second half on Rainier. Jade Janicek brings it up for the Banks Braves. Off to Mayless Crowell. Inside to McKenna King. Throws it up. No good. Rebound. Tipped around. It's on the floor. Ripped away by the Braves. Off to Mayless Crowell. 19-footers. No good. Rebound to Biddix. She throws it ahead into the front court to McKinson. It's stolen away by Emily Graham. Here come the Banks Braves with 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. She throws it up to Jade Janicek, but Jade is only 5'1", and that ball went about 5'8", Trevor.
Too high.
Got to rein those passes in. Turnover. Back to Rainier. 1:20 and counting to go. McKinson has it in the backcourt, now in the front court. Now gives it off to Hudson. Hudson dribbles it out. Leaves for Biddix, Cordy Biddix. Now going to drive to the right side. Terminates her dribble. And she is heavily guarded by Brooklyn Robinson. Now Hudson going to drive right side to the baseline. Throws it up, no good. Rebound, ripped away by Mayless Crowell. Lost it, gets it back. And now trying to dribble out of trouble. She does so. Into the front court. Leaves for McKenna King. 19-footer. Ribbon off, no good. Rebound ripped down by Brooklyn Robinson. And a foul called underneath. It's just going to be a turnover to Rainier with 45 seconds and counting to go. McKinson will bring it up. We've been stuck on 57-12 forever, it seems. McKinson in backcourt, now gets it up into the front court. Off to Cordy Biddix, almost lost it. Gets it back. Hounded again by Mayless Crowell. Now terminates the dribble off to Hudson. Nicole Hudson going to go to the right side this time. Hounded by Jade Janicek. Jade is all over her. Leaves for Biddix. Inside trying to go. And for the big post, she loses it out of bounds, and we're going to get what? They're keeping the ball. They're just going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Banks, I suppose. So Rainier puts it back in play with McKinson. Into Cordy Biddix. She lost the ball, tipped out of bounds, but a foul is going to be called. By number 3, that's Mayless Crowell. They're going to get her second foul, 15 on Banks. So another opportunity for Rainier. McKinson, right corner 3 is short, well short. Rebound come down to Emily Graham, but she had it ripped away. Under 10 seconds to go now. Cordy Biddix holds the ball high overhead, going to the right side, off to McKinson. She lost the ball, and it's picked up by Emily Graham, and she is fouled on her way to the hoop. That almost should be a
clear path
foul. Actually, they kind of looked like that. They were kind of calling a foul. That should, but if it was a clear path foul, they would get two shots and the ball. But Brooklyn Robinson will inbound it for the Braves to Emily Graham. Throws it up, and it's not even close. It was kind of rejected by Cordy Biddix. End of 3 quarters here at Banks High School. The Lady Braves lead by 45, so we'll have 8 new minutes when we come back, and we'll have a running clock. It's 57-12, Banks, all night. And we'll be back after this. You're listening to Banks Lady Braves basketball, built by Jason Bonner Modeling.
There's a new premier fiber internet provider in Vernonia featuring friendly and helpful customer service. Sign up with Gorge Networks today for symmetrical speed fiber internet, 300 meg or 1 gig speeds with managed Wi-Fi included in the low monthly price. No contracts or price increases. Refer a friend and get a free month of service. Make the switch to Gorge Networks today. Call 541-436-0223. You can also email us at sales@gorge.net.
8 minutes on the clock, and that time the Lady Braves still outscore Rainier 11-6. Only 11 points that time after scoring 21 in the first and 25 in the second. Giving a little bit of mercy to Rainier here in the third quarter, but still had the upper hand with double digits in the quarter, 11-6, and they lead it 57-12 as we get ready for the start of the final quarter. Rainier setting up in a 2-3 zone. Here's a cross-court pass to Bigsby inside to Madison Walker. Goes up, tied up, and oh my gosh, she is knocked to the floor by Lily Dean. How are you not calling a technical or an intentional as Madison Walker is 5'11" and is knocked to the floor? Banks will get it on the possession arrow. Lily Dean, did she get a foul? Yeah, I think they did. Here's Madison Walker inside. No good. Off the glass. Rebound to Madison. To Bigsby. Over to Haley Evans. Right corner three. Rim it off. No good. Rebound Madison Walker. Tries to go back up and she is fouled. This time Madison going to the free throw line. Lily Dean with the foul. That's her third foul. Go ahead and get 2 more fouls and just get out of the game. We don't need that kind of attitude on the floor. That nonsense down here with knocking Madison Walker over on the sidelines. That totally looked at it, came off as just frustration. Down by 45 points, just working hard, frustrated, just nonsense. I can't stand for that nonsense in the game. Second free throw. Madison misses both. If it were up to me, I would have teed her up and eject her out of the game. But
well, it looked like they were both going after. It was a jump tie up and tried to rip the ball away.
Then she did. It is Monday night, and she looked like she was doing rehearsing for Monday Night Raw, and did a little takedown, maybe trying to make the Banks wrestling team. Here's a steal by Madison Walker. Read the pass beautifully. And it's a turnover right back to Banks. Haley Evans has it to the right side. Inside for Madison Walker, and she tried to go up, but going to be fouled going inside. And that's going to go on number 33 for, that's Shiley Heath, as Rainier going deep into their bench now. Haley Evans will put the ball back in play with 6.5 minutes to go. Clock actually stopped, not sure why it did. And here's that ball danced on the rim by Madison Walker and hung on the rim forever, but danced out and off, and we've got another foul called. It's going to go against Lacey McKenson. They changed it to Lily Langhorn, her first. 16 foul, free throw, no good for Madison. She's missed 3 straight now.
Got to clean that up before the playoffs.
0 for 3. Madison stuck on 8 points in the game. Free throw is rimming off, no good, 0 for 4. Rebound by Lily Dean. 6:20 and counting to go. Should be counting always. McKinson has it on the right wing, way out high. Now going to drive a little closer to the basket. Going to drive towards the basket. Throws it up, no good. Rebound Madison Walker. She has it in the backcourt. Leads for Haley Evans. Here come the Braves. Coming up on 6 minutes to go. Ball tipped out of bounds by Cordy Biddix. And the Braves will put it back in play. 5 new substitutions coming in. This is a curtain call for the Banks starters. McKenna King is back in. Brooklyn Robinson, Tyler Rose, Jay Janicek, and Emily Graham. Emily's played a lot of minutes tonight. A lot of great minutes for Emily Graham. Just a freshman. I think she's going to have a beautiful career here at Banks. Very good player. Very impressed with what I've seen this season from Emily. Inside. Now back out to Emily Graham. Top of the key 3. Short by a little bit. Rebound coming down to Rainier. It is Lily Langhorn. Off to Cordy Biddix. Has it in backcourt. Picked up by Jay Janicek. Ahead to McKinson. Going to drive right side against McKenna King. Her arm straight up. Rejected it. Get that weak shot out of here. Ball's going to stay with Rainier, but it was a great job of McKenna King just to hold her hand straight up and not allow anything. Tyler Rose almost with a near steal on Biddix. Gets it away to McKinson. Inside for Langhorn. Missed a point-blank shot inside, or Lily Dean rather. Ball goes out of bounds. And Rainier is going to get another opportunity to score with 4:45 to go. McKinson inbounds it up top. Now goes inside for Lily Dean, working against McKenna King. This goes into backcourt. Should be over and back, and it is. As picked up by Cody Biddix. No Banks player touched it, so Banks will get the ball. So Banks gave Rainier 3 chances to score, and they didn't want it. They didn't want to score, Trevor. 3 chances. We gave you 3 shots, and
so far nobody scored in the quarter.
Didn't take it. Yep. Been a pretty dubious quarter. Off to Malis Crowell. Right corner by Jade Janisek. Off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound coming down the Braves. Ooh, almost turned it over. Emily ran it down. Inside to McKenna King. Out to Brooklyn Robinson. Over to Crowell. Whips it over to Jade Janisek. Open 3 for 3 on the right corner. It's no good. Rebound again by the Braves. This time it's going to be Emily Graham. She goes up. She can't score. Rebound McKenna King and puts it up in the ocean. McKenna King drops it in. McKenna King with 6 points in the game. It's 59-12. That breaks the drought with 3:30 and counting to go here in the 4th quarter. McKinson has it inside. Off to Cody Biddix. Throws up, I guess it was a backcourt lob pass.
So many McKennas for Banks, and then you have McKinson for Rainier.
Yeah, right. It's a tongue twister. So that was I guess a backcourt lob pass for Rainier. Otherwise, it was an air ball. Went out of bounds. Turnover to Banks. Crowell has it right wing. Great use of the pivot foot. Inside to McKenna King. Outside to Graham. Over to Janisek. That's Jade Janisek. Back to Jade now. Left wing. Going to go the right side. Back to Crowell. Inside for McKenna King. Work the ball over to Jade Janisek. Over to Emily Graham. Right corner 3. Rim it up. No good. Rebound McKenna King. To Crowell. To Janisek. And a little elbow jumper taken by Emily Graham. And Emily Graham scores it. She's got 6 in the game. It's 61-12. Lady Braves by 49. Now a whole bunch of substitutions down in the game. Got to go to the roster. It's stolen away by Emily Graham. We got a little 2-on-1 with Malis Crowell all the way to the rack. Score it! Count it! And she's fouled! Malis Crowell scores her first 2 of the second half, 4 points in the game, and a chance to get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. With 2:05 to go, the clock is going to stop for the free throws, or maybe just for the substitution. Takes a couple of dribbles. Malis, it's in the air. It's in the bucket. It's good. Swish, splash. 3-point play, 5 points for Malis Crowell. 64-12. Banks all over Rainier. Been that way since an early run in the first quarter. Working against Jade Janisek. Gets off the screen, but a nice job of help by Malis Crowell. Swats it into the backcourt. And running it down is Jimenez. She throws it away right to Brooklyn Robinson. Nice pass to Malis Crowell. Raise it up off glass and in. Beautiful way to run the floor. 2 points for the Braves. Malis Crowell with 5 in the quarter. 66-12. Here's another steal. Jade Janisek runs it down. She's got Brooklyn Robinson to her left, but Jade takes it all the way in. No good. Rebound Robinson. Gets it out to Emily Graham, and she's going to set it up. Emily to Brooklyn. Inside to McKenna King. Nice bounce pass. Nice finish by McKenna King. McKenna King with 4 in the quarter, 8 in the game. 68-12. The Braves by 56. Ball goes in the corner. Great showing by the youngsters for the Braves. This is some key minutes.
Final.
This is a chance for them to get in there and work in a varsity playoff game. This is going to be your Banks Braves team of a couple of years down the road. This is going to be them. Got another jump ball, held ball situation. It's going to stay with Rainier with 33 seconds to go. Likely the last possession. If I'm Rainier, I just sit on the ball. But here's a steal by Emily Graham. She's going to go all the way in, untouched, lays it up off glass, and that should do it. Emily Graham, 8 points, 4 in the quarter. It's 70-12. And here's another loose ball in the front court, and a foul is going to be called. But that's going to do it. That's how it's going to end, on a foul. They're going to call Jade Janicek. 1 second. That's it. Final score from Banks High School. The Banks Lady Braves 70. The Rainier Columbians 12. We will do all the totals. We'll come back with how many points each player scored. There's a lot of double figure scoring in this game. We'll figure it all out and figure out who our hero of the game is after we do a little business with you. We'll be back after this from Oregon Army National Guard.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And we're back. Final score, Banks 70, Rainier 12. Banks pretty much start to finish. Rainier kept things close a little bit through the first half of the first quarter as Jonathan continues to tally numbers. Banks had a 21-5 lead after one, held Rainier to just 1 point in the second quarter, scoring Rainier 25-1 in the second to take a 46-6 lead. At halftime, outscored Rainier 11-6 in the third quarter. And then with the bench players and the future of Banks Lady Braves basketball doing a great job, really picking things up where varsity left off. Maybe not quite as much scoring in the second half, but Banks pretty much with their second unit in pretty much the whole way after halftime, outscoring Rainier 24-6, including 13-0 in the final period for the 70-12 win. Banks will host either Riverdale of Southwest Portland or Neocony of Rockaway here on Wednesday night. We'll update you later tonight on social media once we get the score of that game. Now back to Jonathan Lee with a look at tonight's final numbers.
10 of 12 players scored for the Banks Lady Braves tonight. All the players that did not score but had opportunities just couldn't look to score. Did more of a distributor role coming in. Again, going to be one of the future point guards. Jordan Mallard, just a sophomore. Jocelyn Janicek, who is a junior, will likely run the show next year. And that is going to be my vote for tonight's Oregon Army National Guard hero of the game, at least a game that we've done this year. It's the first time Jocelyn has scored in double figures this season. 10 points, second leading scorer for the Banks Braves, which would make her the second leading scorer of the game. As Alex Saunders with 12 points. You could also give some votes to Emily Graham, who had 8 points, all in the second half, 4 in the third, 4 in the fourth. A lot of hustle as well, but Emily Graham, there's going to be games for her to get Jocelyn the junior, and 10 points, one of the leaders of the team tonight, and also hit a couple of three-pointers. Good to see her splashing it. So my vote goes to Jocelyn Janicek.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Emily Graham, good night for her tonight, too, off the bench. But really, as you were counting up the numbers, I mentioned not really any drop-off from the time the varsity, from the starters went out to the second unit. Great job defensively, maybe not quite as much scoring as the starting five, but again, this program is going to be in a great place next year, too, with the players they have coming back.
Yeah, so we know that we've got Alex Saunders lead the way with 12 points, Jocelyn Janicek with 10. 4 players. Talk about balance, Trevor. 4 players with 8 points each. We're talking about Emily Graham with 8, Madison Bigsby with 8, McKenna King with 8 points off the bench, Madison Walker with 8, although missed 4 free throws late, like you said. Yeah, but Madison's been doing a good job, so I'm not going to really join in harping on that because Madison Walker's been doing a good job. Free throws. Just had one bad night. We hope that got her. This just got it out of her system and should be going good moving forward. 4 points for Tyler Rose off the bench, and that's a field goal and 2 free throws. 2 points for Haley Evans, and 7 points for Bayless Crowell, who had 5 of those 7 in the fourth quarter. Great to see these young players getting in there. Bayless Crowell, a sophomore, got a couple of good years ahead of her. So tonight was a good night. You know, we talked about, you know, why maybe you would play a league playoff, but you know what, as I've thought about it, we kind of, you know, talked it out there a little bit. It always helps to talk things out because, one, instead of having a week off, you get to, you know, not have rust going into the state playoffs. You get to play, and it's a great time for these young players like Bayless Crowell and them to get more practice time and to get more game time and to experience some success. So, yeah, good night for that to happen. And that's going to about do it. It was pretty much over in the first half when the Braves had a 21-5 lead after one quarter. They outscored Rainier 25-1 in the second quarter, led 46-6 at halftime. Then they outscored them 11-6 in the third, led 57-12 at the end of the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, they outscored them 13-0 for the final score. Banks 70, Rainier 12. Columbians, that's it. That's the end of the season for them. They will not be going to the state playoffs, but the Banks Braves were already going to be in the state playoffs. It was just, would they get an AQ? And we now know they will get an AQ, and they will host either Neocani or Riverdale Wednesday night, likely be 6 o'clock right here at Banks High School. Trevor, any final thoughts?
No, I think starting next year, this team is going to be still set in good position with the players they have coming back. Maybe not quite have as many scores, but defensively, not really any drop-off from the time the starters went to the bench and the time the second unit came in, and almost in a lot of ways played better defensively than the starters.
Yeah, in the last 4 or 5 games of the season for Banks, we actually got to see those younger players play, and I think tonight we really saw how much that has helped them getting into the game, getting that experience, and being able to just be able to come in tonight and showcase it and really help scoring. And I think that's really the reason why we saw 70 points put up on the board for Banks tonight, is because you have so many players scoring. I mean, we have 4 players with 8 points each, 2 already in double figures. So 2 in double figures, 4 others really close to that. If they can get that going into the playoffs, that's really going to help them. I mean, a team with a lot of depth that can come in like that and contribute, that could help them have a pretty memorable time in Coos Bay, North Bend. But still, would really like to see them play some close games, because that's really going to help them going into the playoffs.
Well, one of the things I mentioned earlier is that, against teams in the league like Rainier, you can afford to have missed layups and missed free throws.
Not
Corbett's,
against Riverdale, though.
No, Corbett especially, you talked about tune-up games. I think Riverdale and Corbett, with both those teams going to the state tournament, are going to be tune-up games for Banks and Corbett for sure. That Corbett game is going to be a lot closer than this one was tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. And even Riverdale will be a closer game. They're not going to beat Riverdale by 58 points. Yeah. So that's going to do it for us. For Trevor Beard and I'm Jonathan Lee. So long. Have a great Monday night, and happy Valentine's Day to you tomorrow. We'll see you Wednesday night, and drive